Hi, my name is Dan Casciano, and I will be developing the content for the educational videos in the series entitled Science and Other Stuff for Senior Citizens. The present video will focus on the structure of the nucleus of the human cell. I am also a senior citizen and a retired scientist. My fellow seniors asked me to help them to understand how their medications work in their body and to help them with other questions they have regarding scientific terms. Additionally, I am sometimes asked to provide them with understandable descriptions of the human cell and its various parts and describe how the human cell contributes to the organ's function. This YouTube series is a result of those requests, as well as my desire to contribute some of my knowledge of science to interested senior citizens. The only way this will work is if I can communicate complex scientific terms and ideas in everyday language. So I'm going to try and make science simple. This is not always an easy task, so I would appreciate comments for improvement, and also please subscribe to the channel. Here is a slide of a cell that includes the various components that make up the cell. Some of you will recognize that this is the same cell that we spent some time discussing in the first YouTube presentation. We described the various parts of the cell in general terms, and in the present video, we will focus on the nucleus, in particular its structure. The nucleus is a tiny cellular organelle or structure that performs many specific functions, including controlling the cell's growth and reproduction. The nucleus is the control center of the cell. It contains the DNA, which is considered the most important molecule in the body. The information stored in the DNA contains the codes for its own duplication and reproduction, and the codes for the formation of critical molecules such as proteins. When the cell is in the resting state, the DNA within the nucleus has a rather amorphous structure and is observed as string-like in appearance. When the DNA duplicates itself to pass on to a daughter cell, it condenses into a structure identified as a chromosome. The human cell contains 23 pairs of chromosomes, one set contributed by the father, the second by the mother. In subsequent videos, we will spend quite a bit of time describing the DNA structure and function. The nucleus is surrounded by a double membrane that serves to separate it from the cell's cytoplasm that contains the rest of the cell's components. The molecules synthesized within the nucleus can communicate with the surrounding cytoplasm through nuclear pores, and these pores serve as gateways for the movement of nuclear molecules to the cytoplasm. Because of its size, the nucleus is the easiest organelle within the cell to see under the light microscope. And there is usually only one nucleus per cell. In the next YouTube video, we will be discussing in depth the structure and function of the DNA. To do this, I will need to divide the topic into perhaps 3 to 4 separate presentations because of its complexity and because of its wonder. This video will appear soon. I hope that you will join me for the next and subsequent videos, and please don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell to be informed when the next video will be available. See you then.